You're listening to the Best Advice Podcast, guys. If you haven't already, give us a 5-star review and help spread the word. And if you have a question for the guys, email it to podcast@bestadvicepodcastguys.com. That's podcast@bestadvicepodcastguys.com. Today's episode is brought to you by Security Financial Management.
Ooh, welcome back to Best Advice Podcast, guys. I'm your host, Rob Lovaglio, here as always with Dave Allen and Mitchell Walker. Gentlemen, what's crack-a-lackin'?
It's been another great week, hasn't it, Dave?
Another great, well, it's almost a great week. It's only 2 days in, Mitch.
Well, last week was a great week, wasn't it,
last
Dave?
week
yeah,
was a
last
very
week
good
was a
week,
great
yes.
week. It was July 4th, Independence Day. We had
Days off.
couple of days
Fireworks, a lot
off.
of beers.
Market was good.
Yep.
I think
Hey.
Friday it set two
Knock
new
on wood.
highs
Let's keep it
again. Things
going.
are good.
Did you guys have people over? Did you go to somebody's house?
Both. I had 3 days to do that, so did a little of both.
Rob, you were up north in the cool
No,
weather.
it was my dad. I was in.
Oh, you didn't go?
Yeah, no. I
I
didn't get
thought the
invited.
whole family went.
I missed that one.
He missed the invite.
I missed the invite.
He
on
missed
that
it.
one.
Oh, okay.
He was here in the 103-degree heat index.
Yes.
Yeah, I
in
hung
Florida.
out in the 103 heat index.
It was
Yeah, yeah.
wonderful.
But I tell you, it was awesome.
New Smyrna place.
Yeah, New Smyrna. Yeah, it was a
was
lot.
good.
Had everybody over.
good.
Hey, I got this new grill, and you guys have had one for a long time, but I am a
Blackstone.
fan, that Blackstone thing. And this is not an advertising for
flat
Blackstone.
one.
It's a griddle.
It's a griddle. You could make Philadelphia cheesesteaks on them.
You can make anything on those
Anything on
things.
them.
It's like,
Anything.
Kobe, it's like
Pancakes.
Kobe's Steakhouse, right? Like the.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
you know,
Kobe.
It was like even like
I may
tapping
have to
on it
get
like
one just for Kobe.
Absolutely.
It's a good idea.
I was trying to flip a shrimp up into my cap.
All right, let's get some positive energy with the segment. Give me something good.
Tell us something good.
Hey Rob, give me something good.
Oh, that was nice.
That was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was very
okay.
nice.
We're waiting,
It's a little
Rob.
growly.
Okay, it's just more of a fun fact. Do you guys excuse me? Do you guys know where the word okay came from?
No.
No.
Right? So we had our 8th president, Martin Van Buren. He was from Kinderhook, New York, right? And in Kinderhook, New York, they had a very prestigious club, and it was called the Old Kinderhook, right? So if you were cool, you were in the club. And if you were in the club and someone saw them and they recognized you were in the Old Kinderhook club, they would go, oh, that guy's okay. And that's how it's done.
That's how it's amazing.
And now they even created a new spelling for it. O-K-A-Y.
It's just okay.
Okay, yeah.
So like that just stuck. That was from our 8th
That's
president
awesome,
of the
Rob.
United
Good
States.
one.
That
Thank you,
was
buddy.
good.
That was good trivia. That was good
amazing. You
trivia.
found that was good research.
Let's get to the question of the day. Today's question comes from Marvin from Melbourne. Marvin, what you got for us?
You want to say something?
All right, good day, guys. Marvin wants to know, what is SPAVING? S-P-A-V-I-N-G.
Thank you, Marvin. Who's going to start this one out?
I will.
Let's hear it.
Marvin, great question. As you know, Americans now can't stop talking about spaving. What is it? Well, we've heard a lot of it on the media now, Dave, right? Spaving. Spaving is spending to just try to save money.
So spend, save, kind of
Spend,
a
save, yeah.
funny little word made, blended the words.
You
Forgive me,
got it
Mitch, for having
exactly.
Spain.
Just blend it all together.
Say that again.
It's spaving.
Hey, watch your language.
I've been spaving for a lot of years.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Forgive me for spaving.
Yeah, it's been around. It is a real word, and it's actually a financial trap. It's when people think they can save more money by spending more money because they are drawn into a lot of things, and they're just going to be spaving and spending all their money. It's also
Like the buy one, get one free, or buy one, get one half off, right?
or
Is it-
BOGOs.
that's one of
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
One of them is a BOGO,
Yeah.
which we're going to get into that in a few minutes. It can lead, though, to excessive spending. And then if you don't have the cash, it leads to extra high credit card debt at high interest rates. And financially, it's a financial trap. And it is real. It is a real issue right now, Dave, isn't
So
it?
absolutely. And think about it. When people use their credit cards just because they think almost it's free money, it's easy. You flip something out plastic. The reality is, in the long term, you put it on that credit card, it'll live there for a very long time. It gets up in the 20% charge, and that will override any saving that you've ever did by doing one of your spaving events. What are some examples, Mitch, of those?
Well, again, we touched on it a minute ago. A BOGO item. You walk in. It's where
What's
you
a
buy
BOGO?
one, you get one free.
Yeah.
So you can go into the store and they've got something on sale, and they say five. You can buy 5 for $10.
Yeah.
And you really only need 2 of them. But people say, well, if I buy 5, especially fruit, we talked about this earlier, fruit or produce, you don't really need 5 of the tomatoes. You need 2 of them, 5 for $10.
Because guess what
$2.
happens? You still eat the 2, and 3 of them are going bad.
They
especially
rot.
produce,
They're
yeah.
gone
Yeah.
in the trash. So really take a look at it and dig into it and say, well, this store actually will only charge me $2 a piece. So you buy the 2 you need, you pay $4. So now you are not wasting an extra $6 and throwing out the other tomatoes. So, or you'll sit there and mayonnaise is on sale, and it's like the half-a-gallon jar, and you're gonna let it last for like 6
Especially
months.
if you want to go to those, those places. I'm not going to say their names, but those big places you go in and you get a box of cereal, and it's like you walk out the door and the
4
cereal's
pounds.
this big.
It's a 4-pound box.
You're never
Family
gonna,
size, baby.
Yeah, you're never gonna use it.
The 8 pounds of cereal is going to go bad before you use it. But take a look and see if the stores do offer that, because one of the big grocery chains here, they do. If it's 5 for $10, it's $2 a piece. You buy 2, you spend $4.
I mean,
you don't need
it
to
can
do
be
it.
legitimate if you're really going to use it that time. But
100%.
most of the time, you're
not.
You're wasting your money.
You're wasting your money. So you have to really do the math. In addition to that, things like if you spend $100, you're going to get 20% off and get $20 off.
So you find something else to buy that makes it $100, right?
Yeah. Well, you don't even have to, because they're also going to give you, $10 off, $50.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
same discount. So you don't have to spend that extra money. They're always trying to come up with ways, and it actually is a psychological. It was studied by a team of
works.
psychologists, and now a lot of these stores have hired them, and they've figured out the spending habits of people psychologically. And if it's a deal, they're going to spend that extra money whether they have it or not, and whether they need it or not.
And Mitch, another thing they say is that you have a limited time to make this purchase. So you think, I got to get in there and do it now, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean,
Free shipping.
Yeah, free shipping, the whole bit. BOGOs, limited time deals. So let's talk about some of the ways to combat this.
One of the ways, first, is steer clear of that temptation. If there's a particular retailer that tempts you all the time with these limited sales, just go buy it online. Tell them you'll pick it up curbside, because you can't go to a parking lot now at any of these stores where the first 20 spots are not that many, but it's pick up here, park here, call us, we'll bring it to your car.
What do you want?
The minute you walk in the door, there's all types of sales. You go to the local grocery store here right now, and think about it. I studied this. You walk in, and the first thing they have is a big table with BOGOs everywhere. You walk in, and they're hitting you with it. So they've got sales blasted in your face, and they're just going to try to get every dollar in your pocket that they can. So one of the things, Dave, is order online, go to the store, call them when you get there, pick it up. They'll bring it right to your car. No more temptations.
Think about all the Amazons that show up on your front
Easy.
door. UPS is dropping packages off. I mean, you're out of town, you see the guy coming on your Ring doorbell, and boom, dropping packages. That's because it's easy. It's very easy. So a lot of the things that happen, some of those things, it's not necessarily Amazon, but if you've ever put an app on your phone for buying something. Actually, I just did. I was a sucker for one, but I actually got three pretty cool pairs of shoes. But
Take it.
I had that app on my phone, and after I bought those shoes, 5 times a day, they're sending me new offers. And it was those push notifications and the text messages. So I just went on and deleted. So if you delete the app, it's going to stop that urgency to make that purchase. So deleting app on your phone, just take it off. And then there's those newsletters, that they're called newsletters, those newsletters that are going to also promote as well. Get them off your phone. Second one, maybe pay with cash. Can't pay with cash on the internet or online. If you're going somewhere, it feels more real when you're flipping out that $100 bill versus putting that $100 on your $100 feels nothing on a credit card. It feels like a lot in
It
your
feels
hand.
a lot when you're putting those
It'll
20s. Like,
it'll
dang.
stop you. It'll stop you from doing those things. And then Mitch has got a couple more, but I'll go one more and then I'll shut up. Everybody does things impulsively. Sleep on it. A lot of times, if you just wait 24 hours and come back and say, you know what? Really need that. You wait 24 hours, that's going to save you a lot of money. And you know, I'm guilty of that with cars. My wife always says, I always say, hey, I'm going to run by and I'm going to take a look at that car. She goes, okay, I'll see you in your new car when you get back. Because I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for cars. Because I don't know what it is. I open that door and that new car smell wafts around my head, and I'm like, oh, I want it, and I'm going to buy it. But no, I'm not that bad. But that is an impulse buy. But if you are liking a vehicle like that, just walk away from it for a day or two. And guess what? In a day or two, you'll be like, I still want this. And I think it'll give you time to think about the deal. Maybe you've had time to look at alternatives. Maybe you're just found out you didn't need it. So sleep on it. Wait 24 hours. That's good for any decision. That's good for marriages.
Yeah.
It's good for everything. And you know, if you really look at it, when you go grocery stores, drugstores, they put their absolute highest profit margin items at the cash registers. Everything that is their most profitable products are around all the cash registers, because you're standing in line, you're waiting, and it's a quick impulse. Gum, candy, chocolate,
magazines.
whatever. High impulse, high profit.
Hey, I'll just take one of those.
Right. And yeah, it's only, $3. You'll buy it. Their cost is 50 cents. So they load up around registers again, because they know the psychological habits of people. They've really studied this stuff. And high profit margin items. You'll just grab one right there, throw it right on the belt, and you're done. Don't think about it. But to Dave's point with the dollars, something else you can avoid, because if you throw that $100 bill down, it's real. Your credit card, you put it in the machine, it's not as real. But also what you need to be careful is when you're shopping online. I have this, a lot of people have it. Your credit card information is automatically loaded into your phone. And if you're going to buy something online, I know, and it's Apple Pay, and just click here, and it clicks and you're done. If you do not save it, and you then have to go through putting in your name, your address, your credit card, it slows you down
you might
a little.
say, screw it, I'm not going to buy it anyway.
It's too much stuff. Do I really need to spend this $150 on this 2 shirts or something? So that's another thing to take a look at. It's called creating shopping hurdles. It slows you down, as opposed to, okay, you're ready to buy it. It's in your cart. Click on the button. It's all paid for, and you're done. So I guess to wrap up, SPAVING is real. People are spending more money they think to save, but you've got to look at things psychologically, what they're doing. They're hitting you with everything they possibly can, deal after deal after deal. Also, if you go on a new website and want to buy something, the first thing that pops up is, give us your email and save 20%. And once you give them the email, you're going to get those 2-3 blasts a day. And if you do purchase something, then your phone number is in there. So now you're getting texts every day. So I get, I buy very little online, and I'm good. I don't do spaving very often.
You're
not a spaver. No, I'm not a spaver. No real impulses.
That's what we heard.
That's it. No impulses.
What your wife told us.
That's it. And anyway, so it's going to be on your email. It's going to be in your text messaging. Just know it's real. And the media is talking about it. It is a real thing out there now. So something to think about.
It's like a trap, right? Because we're spending a lot, so interest rates won't come down. And now we're spending so much that our credit card's going up, and those interest rates on the credit card is going higher. So it's like a death reel of like, I'm spending more,
credit card
interest rates aren't going down.
Oh, your credit card is just going to grow and grow and grow and grow. And next thing you know, for some people, they'll never be able to get that paid off.
Minimum payment will never be paid off. You make that minimum payment,
it's there forever.
Let's finish this off with a quick market update with a minute with Mitch. Mitch,
1 minute with Mitch.
Thank you, Rob. Well, a lot of interesting things coming out this week. July 9th today, We've got the start of corporate profits for the second quarter coming out. We'll see where that leads. We've had a really good run again on the market. As I said earlier, according to CNBC, I believe the NASDAQ and the S&P have hit their highs. We're still seeing, though, not as broad-based as we would like for the market.
Dow,
yeah, the Dow is down, not down. The Dow is single digits, low single digits for the year, because again, it's back to those Mag 7. The technology stocks are still running, still continuing to run. We'll see what happens when they start reporting. In addition, this week, I believe we've got Jerome Powell from the Fed who's going to be speaking. Right now, as of Friday, July 6th or 7th, it was, on Bloomberg, they showed the latest poll. It's about a 75% chance, people believe, about a 75% chance we will see some rate cut in September. So as you remember, back in December and January, everybody was saying, we're having 6 rate cuts, the Fed's going to cut. It never slowed down. The cuts never happened. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. We may see one. It's a high chance. We'll find out. We have seen some of the equities, not equities, but some of the economic numbers starting to crack a little. We've seen inflation now drop just a hair, but unemployment now has ticked up twice. It's now, I believe, 4.1. We were at under 4 for one of the longest times in history, and it finally hit 4, and I believe last week it hit 4.1. Again, we talked the counterintuitive. You know, we're hoping for bad times so the Fed can drop rates. And this is a very, very big start of a very big week for a lot of data. And next week we'll report on it again and have all that information.
3 minutes with Mitch.
Beautiful, Mitch. 3 minutes with Mitch. Thank you, brother. Well said, well said. Remember, folks, the secret to wealth is not what you earn, it's what you keep. Happy days, everybody.
This podcast is for entertainment and educational purposes only and is not intended as personal financial advice. Before making any financial decision, please do your own research and consult a financial advisor as needed. If you have a question for the guys, email podcast@bestadvicepodcastguys.com.